Good morning. Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 31st, the last day of the month. So you guys definitely want to be very cautious with today. We have PCE information coming out at 8:30, a lot of PCE information and even jobless numbers. Make sure you guys pay attention to that. Tomorrow we have non-farm payrolls and unemployment information. So make sure you guys pay attention to that as well. Jumping over towards the charts, we're looking at Meta over here. Meta, MACD's crossed down on the 20-day 1 hour. Right, we are trading below that EMA line over here. So if we do get above 295, we can start pushing up towards 300. But if we continue to stay below, watch for a break below 294, and then we can start going down towards 290 on Meta. Next stock we're going to talk about is Tesla. Tesla had a nice little spike yesterday. We can see that Tesla is basically finding some area of resistance on the 20-day 1 hour, meaning we pushed up and we're going sideways. Although we had a fake breakout, the 20-day trade, the 20-day candles are basically going sideways over here, right? So we want to see what's overall going to happen. Are we going to continue going sideways, right? And the MACD has actually crossed over to the downside. So definitely want to keep this in mind. If we do see any break below at least 254, we could possibly start going down towards the 180-day trade line, which is, one second, the 180-day trade line is around like that 254 zone, right? So definitely want to see a break below 254, especially since it's also the 180-day EMA line as well too, EMA and the SMA. So 254 is going to be a major level for Tesla to break today. A lot of these stocks are a little bit more on the overbought side. You guys can see we're overbought over here. So if we start to break below 254, we could start pulling back lower down towards like 250 and maybe even get into this pocket of 244. So keep that in mind. To the upside, we are above the EMA line right now. So we haven't basically broken it on the 180-day, although we broke it on the 20-day. So you want to see a break and hold above 258, and then we could possibly start going up higher. After we break 258, we're getting into this pocket up here to go towards 260 and maybe even 264. So keep that in mind. Tesla has a nice little range to break out over here. Right now, it is showing signs of weakness. Typically, when you see a stock push up, this looks like a double top over here, right? Where we hit this area over here, here at 258, came down, hit it again, couldn't break it. And now it looks like we're pulling back with 20-day cross down, 180 days overbought. So we could see a possible fade at the bell, right? Looking at the 15-minute is pretty much neutral right now. So we want to see what this is going to look like at the bell. MACD is crossed down right now. So if this does start to open up towards the downside, we could see a possible pullback to the downside, right? 30 days already crossed down as well, too. So keep that in mind. Next stock we're going to talk about is SPY. SPY actually was it was bullish, but it was giving moves to both sides yesterday. If we look at the 15-minute, I believe SPY opened down here somewhere. Yesterday was the 30th. So we open right here around like 249-ish. And you guys can see we had a massive rally towards 250, not 249, 449. And then we had a massive rally towards 450. And then we pulled back towards the 180-day EMA over here. And then we kind of went sideways for the rest of the day. We kind of broke out last night towards that 452. It's kind of same thing that Tesla did. Definitely want to be cautious because it looks like we're struggling to basically go up to the upside or continue to the upside. Let's jump over towards the 20-day. You guys can see that even on the 20-day, the SPY has actually been making a step in staircase pattern, right? So I wouldn't be shocked if we pull back towards these 449 levels and kind of bounce off of it. Let's see what happens. It could just break this step in staircase pattern, but always want to keep that in mind. You can see that every time we came back down, we bounced off this particular level. So it looks like we're making a step in staircase pattern. But if you want to look for bullish positions, definitely want to see if we break and hold above like 252. Once we start to hold above 252, that's the pre-market high. We could start basically going up towards those 253 levels and possibly higher. And then to the downside, we need to break that 20-day trade line, which is sitting a little bit higher than where I have it represented. It's sitting at 451. So we need to break 451 flat before we can start coming down. Let me just check where the 180-day trade line is right now. So we could drop from 451 down towards 450. 450 is going to be the major break that we're probably looking for. 450 is going to be the break of the 180-day trade line. So if we do break the 180-day trade line, you can see that we've been bullish ever since we started to hold above it, ever since August 27th. And then we haven't violated it to the downside. Our side is extremely overbought. So if we do get a pullback from 450 down towards 447, it's justified just because the RSI is very overbought and the stock needs a little bit more breathing room to continue its uptrend, right? We can't just keep on running overbought. So let's see what happens. Make sure you set your alerts for that 450 break. I'll be looking for a break of 450 down towards these 447 levels, right? And 452 up towards those 453 and possibly higher levels, right? Just extend this to the left. Right, so if we break that 452, we could start possibly going up towards those 453, maybe even going up towards 454. Dropping down toward the 15-minute. 15-minute is crossed down already. It looks like it's starting to pull back, so you definitely want to keep an eye on this a little bit closer towards the bell around 9:30. Even the 30-minute is crossed down, so we may have some type of pullback before the bell even rings. So you got to check these charts before, because if they're oversold, then we may get a bounce at the bell. Then you got to see if we're going to break that 452, or if we reject it again, then it may get overbought, and then you look for a cross down for a short. So that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys learned something, especially with me moving my lines around and seeing how I identify or keep a place mark or bookmark on the 20-day and the 180-day. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.